Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. I hope you are all doing fantastic as always. Today we are back with another fly-in event. This time we're flying into Madrid. It's a very big airport and it's going to be a super fun flight. What's fun about it is that we're flying the 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗟. Again, second time on this channel that we've flown a 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗟 on a stream, so that'll be super interesting. Why? Because maybe I'm a bad pilot with the 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗟. I can't really fly this thing, if I'm being honest with you. I struggle very much, especially when it's the 1000 variant. So I'll try my best today. But of course, feel free to join us on today's route. We're flying from Nice over to Madrid. We're expecting a flight time of around 1 hour and 20 to 1 hour and 30-ish, I would say. Fingers crossed it's not too long, of course. The block time for the stream, I'd estimate to be around a 2-hour stream. I don't think it'll go too much more over that. But I would say, yeah, you're in for a treat. 2-hour stream today over to Madrid from Nice. Scenery on departure will be lovely. You can see you've got some mountains over in the background over there. And of course, the hand cam. The hand cam is back. You can watch me do my takeoff and landing in infinite flight, right? As Chris just said in the chat, the 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗟 1000 is the pencil with wings. I would definitely say that's a very accurate way of describing this airplane. You can see that we're completely dwarfed by the what looks to be Iberia A321 at the end of the line there. I made an oopsie. Before the stream, I completely forgot to charge my iPad. We're flying on 18% right now. The iPad's on charge. Let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best, right? I don't think it'll die. I've got low power mode enabled when we're in the cruise, so we should be good in theory, but let's not stall for too long. Let's get out of here, fly really quickly over to Madrid and have a fun time today. Later on in the stream, maybe we can do a giveaway as well. Hopefully Nightbot's working again today. It was in the previous stream, so maybe we can do another one today. We'll see how things go on this, ready for it, 621 nautical mile flight. that's how many miles we're covering today. So it shouldn't be too long. Hopefully, I mean, I'd imagine we have some sort of headwinds, right, going in that direction. We're flying west today, so generally speaking, there's usually a headwind. Cruising at flight level 370, which is odd. It's kind of strange. That's what the real world flight cruises at. So I guess we're just going to copy that and fly at 37,000 feet. How soon is a preview stream, said Captain EU? Soon. I'm not going to tell you when, but what I will do is say hello to those in the chat right now. Omega7, Chris, Southwest 2115, Aviator Booney, Infinite Flight Finland, a member now for 11 months. Hola, welcome to the stream. Infinite Flight England, and Short, what's up? Welcome to the stream. 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗘𝗥𝗦𝗛𝗆, Gonzo, Jinko, welcome. I won't say hello to everybody because we'll be here for ages. My main priority right now is to get out of here as fast as we can before the line really builds up. We've spawned quite close to the runway that we're going to be departing on, so hopefully we can get a relatively quick departure. But anyway, like usual, before we go too far into the stream, let me know how the music sounds. I don't think it's too loud. It's a bit loud for me, but let me know how the music sounds, because if it's too loud and it's empowering my voice, then I would love to know that so I can turn that down. But unfortunately, we don't have a live cockpit today, so for the first time in forever, we're going to be flying with the HUD. So hopefully I can land nice and smooth as well. That usually helps me with my landings. But we're more or less ready to go. The flight plan's complete. We're on the expert server, as always, of course. And you're, of course, more than welcome to copy the flight plan. I would recommend you do so, because that's the exact flight that we'll all be flying today. And if you're veering off, taking detours of Spain on the way to Madrid, then you won't be landing with, should we call it a pack of planes? I don't know. Let's fire up the engines and get out of here as soon as possible. Before we do that, we'll tune into the 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗟. We won't really need a pushback. It's one of those sort of remote stands that you taxi out of. So that's even more convenient, especially when you're doing a busy stream. So let's tune into the 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗟. See what's going on there, if you can even hear that. We've got information Charlie today. Visibility 6, temperature 23. No pattern work. Landing 4 left and 4 right. Departing 4 left. No time event in progress. Expect delays. Advise on initial contact if you have information Charlie. Cool. Okay, we don't need to listen to any more of that. Let's go ahead and start up our engines. So to do so, we need to go ahead and flick on those beacon lights to A, show that we're about to start our engines, that our engines are going to be running, and B, the aircraft will soon be in movement. That's what the beacon light is for. So let's go ahead and flick that on and then start engine 1 up here on the stand. You'll see that spinning at the back in just a second. Audio's perfectly fine. Brilliant, that's good to hear. From the previous stream, I upped the gain on my microphone because I know it's a little bit quiet. I had to shout quite a bit. I'm now just talking, so hopefully it's fine. It's all to do with how close you are to the microphone as well. Generally speaking, you should be about a fist away from the microphone, which would sound like this. But I personally think it sounds a lot better when you're close to the microphone. It sounds more podcasty, right? If that's a word. It is now. Who's joining us today? The trick for these is greater than 40% trim. I don't know how much trim we need to use. Well, see, this plane is really confusing to fly. When you come into land as well, you don't need you don't need to pitch up very much, because the aircraft's already sort of slanting forwards on the ground. So if you flare too much and those speed brakes come up, the nose of the airplane is just going to go whack on the ground, and you don't want that, because that's when the landing's really bad and you give all of your passengers whiplash. But yeah, hey, Southwest 2115 is joining us today. I believe Chris is next to us. That's cool. We'll start engine 2 then. We'll use flaps. What flaps do we use? Does anyone know the characteristics of this airplane very well? Because I very rarely fly this plane. At least 40% trim. Yeah, this plane does require a fair whack of trim. I know that for a fact. It's kind of hard to rotate. Flaps 8 seems reasonable, as everybody's saying in the chat as well, which is great. Awesome. Okay, so we're more or less ready to go then. Let's tune into ground and request pushback, taxi with information Charlie. We are not pushing back today. We're going straight out to the runway. That kind of rhyme. Taxi to 4 left and contact tower when ready. Sweet. Let's do this. Let's just taxi directly out of the stand here. Spoilers. They can be armed, of course. Auto brakes to max in case we have a rejected takeoff. Any work in progress shots today? No, there aren't any. I'm sorry. You ask me this every stream. I'm sorry, not yet. Right, We can figure this out. I promise you. You know, I'll put it on my to-do list to ask the team if we can do a work in progress shot in the next stream. How about that? Right, I promise. You've got my word. This should be a relatively quick departure today, actually, considering we're more or less right at the runway. That was the intent anyway, and it seems to be working very well. Which is nice. At least we're not on the ground for forever. It'll be nice to have an on-time departure for the sake of the stream, because nothing's more sort of less interesting than waiting on the ground for 50 minutes before you can take off when you're streaming a stream to hundreds of people. But that's another story. Let's pull up here behind this retro CRJ in front of us. Tune into tower and request departure soon. We was on 18% battery. We're now on 17. I'm hoping that at cruise that starts to creep up. I don't think we'll have an issue with battery when the low power mode enables, but we'll see. We'll soon find out. I'm sure it'll be fine. Over to tower. We'll be out here before you know it. Before you know it. Promise. Yes, promise. You've got my promise that we'll do work in progress shot in the next stream. Yes. You don't, Captain E, you can DM me if you want to, you really don't have to. 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗕𝗥, welcome to the stream. Captain EU, I'll just set a reminder on my calendar to do so, on my to-do list for my work days, but hey. Are you charging from the computer? No, I'm charging directly from the mains, so we should be fine. If I had a USB plugged into the computer, I'd definitely be very concerned, but we should be okay. We'll see. Anyway, request departure, 4 left, departing west today, down towards Madrid. Planes Aviation, what's up? Hold short of 4 left. Okay, you bet. Let's get ready here. The next step will be to turn on our landing and strobe lights. Jim Boy, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hello to the 122 people watching live right now. Can you hear the music okay? It's quite a quiet song. Maybe the next one will be louder. Right. We'll see. Have you done any E175 routes recently? Of course I have. Of course I have. Oh, the audio's a little hard to hear when you have the outside camera. Yeah, that's because there's loads of jet engines all over the place. We can tweak this at some point. For the next stream, maybe. I don't like going into the settings and everything on stream. But I can always shout. Right. It's calming. Cool, okay. How long should the flight be? 1 hour and 20. I'm going to just put it in the middle of 1 hour 20 and 1 hour 30. So 1 hour 25. What was Oshkosh fun? I can't speak. Was Oshkosh fun? It's a really weird word to pronounce. Yes, it was. It was great. That's why we were holding short. There's a KLM on final. There we go. Let's line up. Turn on those lights. They're needed. Why does the ATC schedule say to be announced for week 4? I don't know. Why does it say to be announced for week 4? Okay, let's get ready for this departure then. Let's try not to crash this plane. I'm sure we won't. The last time we flew this aeroplane was for a private jet stream to Las Vegas. I think it was like SFO to Las Vegas or something like that. Let's line up on way then. Come to a stop here. Actually a really nice place. Dan, you are sus. I guess I am. Maybe I am. Let's stop. Put that brake on. Get ready for takeoff. Quickly calibrate. Ready to go. As soon as we get clearance, there it is. We'll go. Let's do it. We'll pitch up to like 15 degrees and hope for the best. Spool up those engines to 50% N1 and away we go. Four knots. We should be okay. Use 89% N1. A little bit of aileron there to compensate. Tilting quite far to the left here, yeah. Let's start to pull back. Wow. It's scary. Woo! Gears coming up.
Iberia 5071, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing west.
See, this plane's very,
Hotel Bravo Charlie
it's for the
Romeo
pros, you see.
Runway 4 left.
Anyway.
Takeoff. Iberia
Yeah, we were drifting maybe a bit. But hey, there we go. Looking good. Let's get rid of that rudder. And then we'll follow our flight plan.
Line up and wait runway 4 left.
Let's fly this by hand. There's 1,000 feet. We'll pitch down. Let's let that speed increase. Almost a tail strike. Was it really? It probably was, yeah. There we go. Let's have a look around. It's looking good. I'm thinking maybe we needed more flaps than 8. I'm not sure. I didn't sniff anybody's APU today. That was quite... We've been live now for 15 minutes and we're airborne. That's brilliant. That's brilliant stuff. Okay, frequency change approved. Good day.
Good day.
That's what we'd like to hear. Send and switch. Tune out the frequency. We don't need that anymore. Let's activate the next leg here. Activate. Turn LNAV on. There we go. Let that do its thing. Looking good. Yeah. 180 knots. We'll bring the flaps up soon. We'll clean the aircraft up. Spoilers off. So when's the preview? I can't tell you. I'll answer many more questions in just a moment here. Let's, of course, just focus on the departure. There's 200 knots. So let's get rid of those flaps. Increase our climb rate whilst we're at it here. And accelerates 250 knots. I think any more departures? I don't think so. What's our flight level for today? 37,000 feet. There's 250. How's that looking? There we go. I think the API was a bit slow there. Where'd you take off from? See that flash? Took off from Nice. We're turning right to heading 208. Soon, TM. Let's see, 7,000 feet. I'm intrigued to see what the landing will be like. I'm sure it will be very tragic. It'll be very awful. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Looks like yeah, Infinite Flight Finland's leading us today. What's our speed in Mach today? 7.8. I would say so anyway. I'd imagine that's what this airplane cruises at in real life. Or maybe a pinch slower, I'm not too sure. If anyone can confirm that in the chat, of course, be my guest. Danny's just behind us. What's up, Danny? 10,000 feet. Let's lower that vertical speed then. Pitch for speed. Increase our speed to 280 knots, indicated. Landing lights are coming off. Seatbelts. Hopefully there's not too many bumps down route today. There's 280. Increase the climb rate again. There's that flash on the screen again. There we go. We'll climb at 3,000 for now. Start to get rid of that trim. Leave it at 30 for now. And for the flight 001, what's up? Welcome to the stream. cruising out for today is 37,000 feet, same as the real world flight. Where are we going? Is this the flight plan? Here it is. Okay. Samuel AR, what's up? United 18 official. Welcome. Battery's looking good as well. 17 still. So let's hope that. I think it will increase anyway with that low power mode enabled. Yeah, it'd be pretty tragic if it stopped charging. Let's not jinx that. There we go then. Turning right, following our flight plan. Flying west. It's actually not too bad of a cockpit. One thing this plane does actually have, we can take a look at that right now through the door here, is a cabin. Maybe you didn't know that, but now you do. Let's go for that pretty famous shot here, if you can get it in the CRJ, of the engine next to the window. If we go wide angle, it's pretty cool. Look at that. Ricky's Aviation is taken off from Gatwick. Working as a ramp agent is wild during the hurricane. I can imagine it is. Is that which airport do you work at? Right now it's saying, wow, okay, yeah, 1 hour 31 until we arrive at our destination. Top of descent in 1 hour and 9 minutes. I thought it'd be a lot shorter than that, if I'm honest, but apparently not. Let's go for a different view here. This is a cool view. If we set up the camera like this, where you can see down the cabin here, and then also out the window. That's kind of neat. That looks pretty cool. See if we're following our flight plan. We are indeed. Did anyone say what the cruising speed of this plane actually is? So flight level 370 today. Yes, that's correct. It's making me claustrophobic. This looks like Chris has just taken off. Let's go back into the flight deck. We'll do that view that I really like to do all of the time. Just that wide angle over the dash, should we say. It's just a cool view. 0.78. Cool. I work at Newark as a ramp agent for United. That's awesome. Route, we're flying from Nice over to Madrid today for the Madrid fly-in event. 23,000 feet. Let's lower that vertical speed. We'll climb at 2,600 feet per minute for now. Yeah, give it that trim here. It's about 20%. Nice Airport is a nice airport. Great. Good one. 135 watching live right now. Dropped out of college and come here. Yes, it's way better and pay is amazing. It's lovely to hear. Hopefully you're enjoying your job on the ramp. Working on the ramp is quite fun indeed. I don't know what the traffic's currently like in Madrid. Let's have a look here. I've got... Continue using live flight. Let's have a look. Yep, looks like it's picking up. The majority of the traffic is around Paris today, of course. It looks like there's a lot of aeroplanes at Paris. I'm glad we're not flying there. That would cause quite a few delays. It's looking good at the moment out of Nice. have a look here. Let's see if I can find... You can't see what I'm doing right now. But let's have a look. Here. Saying at the moment that we're scheduled to land at 5:36 BST. Okay, that's fine. That's pretty nice. We're making up on some of that time then. 1 hour and 11 minutes flight time. Looking good. I thought we'd pick up the speed a bit. Let's have a look. Madrid itself. Yeah, it's got a nice little amount of traffic going on over there. Should be busy by the time we get there as well. Okay, back over to YouTube chat. If you've got any questions, then of course feel free to ask. I'm here for the next hour. So if you've got anything you'd like to ask, then be my guest. Of course, we can do a Q&A or whatever today. Let me turn off this ring light that's next to my face. There we go. Hey Dan, I'm joining Ricky out of Gatwick and will likely be right behind you for landing. The flight from Gatwick's around 2 hours, no? I think Laura is sitting spawns in Madrid. The last time I checked, yes, she is. I believe she is. She's still there. Any work in progress shots? Not today, unfortunately. Dan, do the releasing when I say the update's coming out on. Imagine if Dan has to go around. Have you ever done a go around in the stream? Yes, I have done a go around in the stream before. It's not. I've done it in a couple of streams. I think the most frustrating go around I've had to do on stream before is on my personal channel when I done a flight from, and it was a stream. It was like an 11.5-hour stream from Los Angeles over to London, and on short final there was an aircraft and I had to go around. It was very frustrating. That's probably the most irritating go around I've had to do. But hey. Hey Dan, you enjoyed my vid on Instagram? Yeah, I did. Input flight 001. It's just a meme at this point. It is. Is it Tuesday or Tuesday? It's both. Aviator Booney. The beep release? Yes. Hey Dan, will you do a vlog? No, I won't do a vlog. Not anytime soon, anyway. We need a West Africa event. Butter Zero, don't you worry. There might be something planned. Yes. There might be something planned. You won't. It might not be too soon. But yes, soon at the same time. I know, that's so precise. Yes, welcome to the stream. Where are you flying from? We're flying from Nice over to Madrid today. Alright, let's change the climb rate here. Increase that speed to 0.78. We should be able to make up plenty of time on this stream. If you have any military escorts, hit the sensor button once. There we go. Just because you like it. Yeah, we do have an escort. Delta 121, a couple of 1,000 feet behind us. Is this on Infinite Flight Pro? Emmanuel, yes, this is Infinite Flight Pro. Dan, can you fly to Bangladesh in the sim? It's interesting that you ask, because yes, there are plans to also fly there. One day. So we'll see. Didn't know Delta operated the F-18s. Yeah, they do now. Yeah, they purchased 5 of them. Ricky's Aviation said live from south of England right now. There is a bit of turbulence. Thank you very much for the live weather update. Sounds like we've got some great events planned. Looking forward to them all. Yeah, of course, we're going to continue pumping out events like usual, or maybe a different type of event as well. I won't tell you what. I'd prefer it to be a surprise and an interesting thing that you can all join in on. I'll say no more. But it's something that requires a decent amount of planning. Which, I mean, it might not go ahead. It should go ahead, but I'm not going to say yes or no. We'll see. 22.7 update will be soon. Yes, again, I can't say when. Are those wacky races coming back? That's a really nice question, actually. Thank you very much for asking, because I know there's those who would actually like to participate in those wacky racing events. Because they're fun, they're entertaining. Unfortunately, every time we go live on the casual server, we seem to like overload it, so to speak. Hopefully this can be something that's improved in the future before we start to continue with those events again. But it's not enjoyable when you start an event and you can't see anybody when it's supposed to be a multiplayer event. Trident Aviation, welcome to First Officer. Thank you for supporting the AOPA Foundation's You Can Fly program. With that being said, and I know I say this 101 times, I don't actually, but here we go. If you are interested in becoming a channel member and gaining access to exclusive channel perks like the badge next to your name, the epaulets that pilots have on their shoulder, a highlighted name, monthly flights, private flights with staff, and more, feel free to click the links in the description. All of the revenue generated by channel memberships is donated to the AOPA Foundation's You Can Fly program, so we make no profit off of course, your channel membership money here. We donate that to the AOPA Foundation's You Can Fly program, which is lovely. You can support a program, charity that's going on. They have a great cause, and if you'd like to hear more about it, then of course click the link, go and find out a bit more about channel memberships and the foundation themselves. Cam needs to fix the server. When's the Infinite Flight 22.7 release date? I'm very sorry, but I'm going to purposely ignore those questions at this point. I'll say it once more. I cannot say the release date for 22.7, nor do we set public release dates for updates. This is because anything can go wrong, so to speak, at the last minute, at the last second. If we run into any technical issues along the route, let's say we say, oh, the update's coming out on this specific date, and a couple of days before we have this bug, which it's just like it's broken everything, or something happens. You'll all be very frustrated that we've given you a set date and then the update isn't released by that set date, if that makes sense. It's just good. We have internal dates, projected dates to work towards as a goal, but we don't release or set public release dates, and that's simply for that reason. If we run into last minute issues, there's nothing we can do. Other than it's the inevitable that we'd have to push the update back. So that's why we don't set dates. Anyway, moving on. No more questions about 22.7. It'll come when it's ready. It's making great progress. It'll be here soon. So just be patient. I can assure you it's around the corner. So don't worry about that. Let's move on to some actual other questions that don't relate to an update. That'll be nice. It seems to be the majority of the questions in every single stream, which I understand. I mean, I get it. I get updates are interesting, they are, and you will love to know the dates. But there's your answer from Aviator Dan himself. But hey, are you one of the devs? I'm not. Emmanuel, I'm not a developer for Infinite Flight. My scope here at Infinite Flight is community engagement. If you haven't already noticed, streaming, some bits on Instagram, posting some social media bits and whatnot. TikTok, if you haven't seen our TikTok, please, I'd actually advise you to go over to, I know some people don't like TikTok, but our TikTok is actually fun. I was never a fan of TikTok, but I really enjoy it now. And go check out our TikTok. I won't talk about it too much, but it's a fun place. We upload some. The thing with TikTok is we really don't take things too seriously over there. So it's like the Infinite Flight experience of silliness on TikTok. Liv going to join us today? I don't know. Liv might pop into the stream. I'm not too sure. I can't say if she will or not. She's not here in the house at the moment, but she might be watching at some point. So, hey, we'll see. When's Liv doing her Virgin Atlantic cabin training? Next... What are we? Oh, this month. This month, I believe. Dan, any more plans to travel? I recall you talking about your recent travels to Barcelona in the last stream. At the moment, there are plans to go to Paris in December. But nothing too set in stone at the moment. The reason why Liv and I were able to travel so much during the summer and throughout her period of working at EasyJet is that exact reason. We got really nice discounts with the airline. We managed to get pretty good tickets for like £12, which was nice. Yeah, we could fly to Greece for £12, which was great, and that's why we flew around Europe a lot. Of course, she's going to Virgin now, so maybe we can travel to some places that are further away, right? Some places that we haven't seen before. How's Laura? Laura's doing great. What about Ted? Yeah, Ted's asleep at the minute. There's nothing new there. Cold Paris is not fun. Summer's peak. Yeah, we're going to Paris. Well, planning to go to Paris in December for Disneyland. How's Cam? Cam's good. Questions about the starter. Maybe we can get maybe towards the end of the year. I think it would be kind of nice if we do like a rewind of the year again. We'll do like a staff panel where we can all answer questions or whatever. That's a good plan. I'll chat with the team about that. Captain No Gear, that's unfortunate to hear. You should have really made the most of that whilst you had it. Virgin Atlantic flies to Hong Kong for some reason. Do they? I don't really pay too much attention, but hey, maybe we can visit Hong Kong, right? Let's see, Dan, are you free next Wednesday evening? Chris, I'm not, unfortunately. The timing's a bit off there. No, unfortunately, I'm not free now. As much as I would love to be. Dan, where did the iPad cam go? The iPad cam will return upon landing. Of course, so you can see me land. There's no point in having the iPad cam on right now because I'm not doing anything. So I was reading the chat. I think you staff should do a stream at the end of the year and talk about 2023 plans for Infinite Flight. Again, Aviator Booney, similar to the idea that we've done in the past as well, where we sort of rewind on the year that we've just had, and then maybe chat about future development. We'll see. We'll see. What's the ETA? Well, now it's saying 1 hour, so we've burnt 11 minutes so far. 1 hour. Of course, you can actually see it on the top of the iPad screen there as well, and at the bottom you can see the airplane moving across the line. Flight progress there. It says ETE 1 hour and 51 seconds. 47 seconds now. Is your iPad charging or still draining? Good question. We're at 20%. So the iPad's charging. That's good to hear. That's good news, right? No worries. I'm in London then. Chris, how long are you in London for? Dan, what are your PC specs? See, I'm not a massive PC person. I'll try to remember off the top of my head. There's 32 gigs of RAM. There's, I think it's like a Ryzen 7, whatever, something. AMD Radeon, whatever, I don't even know. But it's alright. It does the job. It does the job for what I need it for. Maybe it's a bit overpowered for streaming. But it's nice. You really don't need those specs to stream. But hey, I also got a PC with the intent to do gaming on it. I'd love to look up my specs, but I don't know if it will show anything on screen that it shouldn't. I'll try and open my settings here and hope for the best. There we go. Okay, right. System. Okay. Right, here are my specs. AMD Ryzen 7 3700X 8-core processor. 32 gigabytes of RAM. Is that it? Is that all it tells me? Oh, that's boring. I thought it was going to tell me more than that. Doesn't say my, graphics card. It doesn't say. Unfortunately, I cannot confirm that. Will there be a giveaway today? Yeah, we can do a giveaway before the top of descent. Luke asked, Mac or PC, Dan? Okay, so either or, really. I really don't mind either of them. It depends what the use is. So I would say for an office, a PC. Again, depends on your usage. You can't really game on a Mac, but I would say a PC for streaming, all multiple monitor setups and all of that good stuff, right? A nice powerful PC. For travel, I have an iMac here. It was okay. It's just not good anymore. Never use it. Just sitting there. It probably has dust all inside of it. iMacs I'm not a fan of. The Mac thing, the actual desktop thing you can get, the Apple thing, with the XDR display, I think it's called. That's cool. I wouldn't mind having that. But again, I'd say a desktop PC, a Windows PC for gaming, streaming, all of that good stuff. And then on the go for video editing and mobile work, I would say a MacBook Pro. That would be my ideal setup. I don't have a MacBook Pro. I would love to get a MacBook Pro for mobile work situations. Which would you get? An Xbox Series S or X? I have an Xbox Series X here. I don't know which one. That's the... I mean, I know... Are they the new ones? They are the new ones, I think. Series? Or is it Xbox Series Xbox? They called it. I swear they called the Xbox the same things. Do you want me to send one MacBook Pro down? Please send one of the brand new MacBooks my way. That'd be great. Ah, Cam is in the chat doing some moderation. Cam, I can see you there. What's up, Cam? Let's move the camera around here then, so we don't have the same view. Let's hop onto the outside. Saying that we have 55 minutes. Nice. Good view. I can't be here anonymously, it seems. Face the public, Cam. Welcome to the stream. That camera is probably not going to help your iPad with regards to its charging. It should be okay. Low power mode's enabled as we speak, so it should still charge. Cam, you're tuning in, you're probably wondering, what have I done now? I completely forgot to charge my iPad prior to the stream. So we started the stream on 17%, but it's creeping up, so it's fine, it's working. As expected anyway, you'd expect an iPad to charge up when you use it, but yeah. It was give or take. Had to wing it and see what happened. As much as I would love to use a different iPad, the software that we use here for streaming doesn't like the M1 chips, which is unfortunate. Thanks, Cam, for doing that. I was about to do the exact same thing. If only you had a camera you could film your other iPad with. What, like stand the camera up on a like this razor thing here and aim that on an iPad? I don't think that would be very good. I have to save up for a MacBook cam that works with the M1 chip. Didn't know the iPad has the M1 chips. Yeah, they do. They do now anyway. And they're good, don't get me wrong. They're pretty nice, they're powerful, they're fast. But it comes with its cons as well. Alakachini, yes, I did see your message, I believe, but I don't have a Mac. Or a PC version. Yeah, or a PC version. That'd be kind of cool. Send it my way. Dream Bigger, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Dan, you should get a Samsung tab or something. I mean, we did chat about this. We took this into consideration, though. I think it's best to stick to Apple here with this one. Seamless experience. I think there are some issues with bottlenecking. I think that's what it's called. Is that what it is, Cam? Where once a device meets a certain temperature, it doesn't like it, basically, and that's not ideal for streaming. Bottleneck works. Thermal throttling. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because I'm not a very technical person, you see. Cam is very smart, and he knows his things. But that's the exact term I was looking for, Cam. I knew that. Aviation Rodriguez, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. A few channel members in the stream today. It's good to see you all. JS Ribs, what's up? How's your flight going today? Yeah, it's going nicely, actually. I think we're making up for some time as well. We've got 51. I think it's going to be pretty much, you know, exactly the same as the real world flight. If I'm honest with you, I think it's going to be around a 1 hour 30 stream. Well, flight, sorry, and then about a 2 hour stream in total. That's my guess anyway. We'll soon find out. You can see that we're going to arrive in 51 minutes from now, so there we go. Shadow YOLO Master seems to have a second account and is commenting the exact same thing. I'm so sorry, but I am going to... Cam's beat me to it. Cam, you did a good job, thank you. Will you ever move to the United States? I don't have any plans to move to the US. Change the view again. That's nice. This looks cool. I prefer that to the camera from the other side. He's the new staff member in Discord. I'd imagine you'll probably hear more about 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗟𝗏 soon, so I won't say too much. A 𝗘𝗏𝗔𝗡𝗟𝗏 fly-in would be nice, Matthew. It would be nice indeed. We try to plan these events around the ATC schedule, as that helps with ATC coverage, the schedule for ATC in general, and the overall event feasibility. Right. The idea of an event is to drive loads of traffic to one place and make it a lovely, fun, engaging flight. If you do that at the other side of the world, it can do the polar opposite. But yeah, keep your eye on the IFATC schedule, and of course the forum in general, and social media posts for that matter. We always plan our flights around that. It's like the core of events. That's what we go to for events. Tyler does a great job at that. Oh man, the Discord is only for Infinite Flight Pro. Yes, it is indeed. We don't have any intent to make a Discord server for a public server for everybody. To gain access to our Discord server, you have to have an active Pro subscription, and you can link that through the Infinite Flight settings. If you didn't know that, now you do. If you want to join our Discord, then you can do that through the general settings of Infinite Flight. Just link your account, and away you go. It's a pretty nice place. We also share regularly some work-in-progress shots that we don't share on social media as well, which is nice. You get some different angles of upcoming features, which is cool. Any plans for a long-haul flight? Not at the moment. In general, I don't think we'll ever stream a long-haul flight here on the channel. It'll just be a bit too long and a bit too expensive. I think it would be nice to do longer flights. Right now, the idea is if we do a longer flight, we'd do it in parts. So we'd stream like the takeoff, departure, and X amount of time into the flight, stop the stream, and then come back to it later on. We'll see. It's not set in stone. It'd be lovely to do this, of course, that we can do longer routes, but we'll soon find out. Rich, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Dan, if your Infinite Flight sub ends, do you get kicked out of the server? No, your pro subscriber role automatically gets removed, so you'll only be able to see the public channels in the server until you get another pro subscription. Then you'll automatically get the pro sub role back. I believe that's how it works. So no, the answer is you shouldn't get kicked out of the server. You should just have fewer channels that you can have a look at. Yeah, I don't quite know what this Iberia A321 is doing. They're active. I'm just going to send an on-guard warning through the stream. Iberia 2004, if you could maintain adequate separation, that would be brilliant. Whether that's ascending or descending or creating some spacing between us. I won't do it on stream. Maybe I will. I'm not sure. It depends what mood I'm in. I won't, though. It's kind of mean. But if a moderator sees or IFATC sees your spacing's not ideal for the expert server, then you could potentially receive a violation. And I don't want that to happen. So that would be awesome if you could create some separation here, please. Thanks. zoom away from that. The 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗠𝗘𝗟 is in the chat as well. Is it really? Looking through some of the chat here. If you've got any more questions, then of course feel free to ask. There's some interesting questions that I'm looking at the moment. Some that I just can't answer. Can you add a pull tug? We did have a we tested this feature a little while back with the pull tug, where you could pull aircraft around an airport. We ran into a few problems here. One of those being I won't talk about all of it, but one of those being ATC commands and requesting to tow to other positions around an airport. It was just, you know, it wasn't really working out at the time. So maybe in the future we can see a pull tug, but at the moment, no. You can see that we have low power mode enabled there. 23%. We're creeping up. That's good. Good question. What Discord channels remains when your Infinite Flight sub ends? Let me have a look here on another device. It should just be the public channels. You should be able to see the public channels here. Let's have a look. There's not very many. You can't really chat away with other people, but you'll have access to, I believe, announcements, rules, the about channel, arrivals, important information. It's just about it, really. There's not a lot you can access without the sub. How are physics coded in Infinite Flight? Save this question, Finn. Save this question for a stream where we have Laura, physics specialist, the Infinite Flight Physics Pro. Wait until Laura's on the stream, and she can explain the physics-related questions. Wow, this thing's aggressive on turning. Have you ever been in trouble after a stream? Interesting question. I guess yes and no. Like, I wasn't really in trouble, but it was funny. For 21.1, this was the first pre-release stream that I had ever done here at Infinite Flight. And this was for the initial release of 3D Airports. And I accidentally leaked quite a few of the upcoming 3D Airports for 21.1 when I backed out. It was funny, it was quite humorous, it wasn't really taken too seriously. It happened, right? There's Barcelona just below us, I believe. But no, I don't think I've really been in trouble. How does the E175 handle? Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Is there a specific app to see that view whilst in flight? No. If you'd like to have custom camera angles whilst you're flying, or wherever you are in the world in Infinite Flight, if you go down to the camera icon in the bottom right-hand corner, you can choose, or the options between these free cam. The free cam basically lets you move the camera anywhere you want it to be, around an airport or around. Here, I'll show you. The airplane will fly away. It won't stay fixed to the aircraft, so to speak. If you then go onto the exterior drone, the camera is in a fixed position around the aircraft. The aircraft won't fly off. So you'll have the exterior noises. If you use an interior drone, well, then you'll then be able to hear, of course, the interior noises rather than the loud engines And these ones are the best for setting cabin views, for example. And these views won't reset unless you end the flight, which is really nice. So before your flight, you can go into the camera settings here and set up your camera views, as you can see, and they'll stay there until you restart your flight, which is nice. We'll look out the window for now. Ladies and gentlemen, your flight entertainment is brought to you by a dedicated spammer. Yeah, it is indeed. RFSYT Aviation, thank you so much for tuning in. Take care. See you in the next one. Question for everyone. I tried a crosswind landing today. When my rear gears touched down and I turned the reverse thrust on, my plane just slid and drifted in one direction. Why is that? You have to compensate for that wind with the rudder in the relevant direction that it needs to be. So almost like crab the aircraft in for a landing and then swing it onto the center line last minute. Rudder is at the bottom right corner of the screen here. I'm wiggling it around now. You shouldn't do that in flight. Please don't do that. You can see the airplanes wobbling around though. But use the rudder on landing when there's wind or crosswind situations to stay aligned with the center line. Yeah, I would. Yeah, don't use your reverse thrust until you are centered with the runway, I would say. Unless you have full control over the aircraft, that is, once you've mastered the art of doing so. Don't know what's going on with spamming on this stream, but I'll make an announcement whilst we're here. Just a heads up. If you are spamming and you are a dedicated spammer, we know who you are. You're in the chat. Please stop. Cam is kindly moderating the chat as well today. All it's going to result in is you being hidden completely on this channel and you won't be able to see any of our content whatsoever. Essentially blocked from the channel. So please don't spam. It's not fun for everybody in the chat. It ruins the experience of the stream and I don't want to see it here. Thank you so much. Let's move on. Yes, they'll run out of accounts eventually, Cam. Google will be like, no, stop, you're making too many accounts. ATR in infinite flight, there are no plans at the moment, but of course if you'd like to see this aircraft in infinite flight, you can leave your vote on the community forum as a feature request. If you'd like to create a feature request, please have a look to see if there's already that feature request. If there is, vote for it, and if you'd like to see any features that of course already posted on the forum, like I just said, search them up and vote for that feature. If you're interested in taking a look at our community forum, it's community.infiniteflight.com. There's a lot of spam going on. I have one more alternative, which I don't really want to do. If spam continues, it'll only be temporary, but we'll see. Good suggestion from Luke in the chat as well, slow mode. We'll see, but they can still technically spam. So going to be a giveaway in this stream? Yes, actually, very soon. Once we've reached the top of descent, we'll do a giveaway. Why not change the chat to subscriber only mode? This is subscriber only mode. Chris, There you go. You've got my idea there. Member-only chat. Looks like Cam is doing a good job, though, at the moment of timing out these users and deleting these messages. If it persists, I'll change it to member-only for the foreseeable, and I'll change it back. We'll see. I could disable the chat, yeah, but we'll see. It's not ideal. Of course, it'd be lovely to answer questions and chat to you all and do a giveaway, right? Yeah, disabling the chat would be boring. That's very true. Here, let's try something for now. Let's just try this. I know it's not ideal. I know it's not ideal, but just as an attempt. Liv's in the chat. What's up, Liv? Welcome to the stream. Everyone's going to say hello. Yeah, just quickly to the 103 watching live. We've turned slow mode on now for every 60 seconds, so you'll only be able to send a message every 1 minute. It's not ideal. Of course, I don't like it like that. We'll wait to do the giveaway now. We'll just push the giveaway back just a pinch, just to see if we can filter out the spam going on here. I won't announce when I'm going to lift the slow mode because the spammers will be waiting. But just keep that in mind. Got an F22 on our right wing here. 24% battery. Yeah, we're doing good. We should be fine. The iPad should survive this flight. Finn, what's up? Infinite Flight add 3D building. We technically already have 3D buildings, right? We have 3D airports. Yeah, let's switch it up to... Let's see here. We'll change it. Slowly bring it back. Keep the slow mode. When it comes to giveaway time, we'll have to lift the slow mode. Let's have a look here then. Close to our top of descent. We've got 36 miles. It's about 4 minutes time. Back into the flight deck then. Really not too far to go at all. 239 nautical miles. We're expecting to arrive in around 31 minutes. We'll see. We might receive vectors on arrival into Madrid. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's a seamless process. Let's see if we can continue as filed. That would be lovely. Chris has got his PPL theory exam tomorrow. Everybody in the chat right now, good luck to Chris. Wishing you the best on that one. Let's have a look at the aircraft around us. I wonder if that's changed. It's an aircraft 2,000 feet below us. Right there. 554 knots. We're currently cruising at 553. Okay. Gonzo is below us, so we can't really descend nor go up. That leaves us with the only choice to slow down, just a pinch here. Aircraft behind. I'm slowing down just a tad. Oh, there's another plane right there as well. 𝗚𝗚𝗡𝗘𝗥. Ah, and another plane right there. There's a load of planes underneath us right now. Okay, let's speed up. I changed my mind. Let's go a bit faster. How's work at Gatwick? I don't work at Gatwick anymore. I work here at Infinite Flight. Unpopular opinion, but I prefer being vectored and following flight plans. Sorry, it's more fun. It is actually, being vectored is quite fun. It is. I quite like being vectored as well when I'm not streaming because I have all of the time in the world on my hands and I'm not working. But yeah. Valmir said, hey Dan, would you like to share a new whip with a really funny emoji? Not today, as mentioned, we don't have any work in progress shots to share in this stream, but maybe in the future we can do so. Do you have any tips for starter people or beginners, as you would say, to Infinite Flight? Yeah, I would say definitely visit the Infinite Flight user guide to, do a little bit of research into Infinite Flight to see how you can fly, and learn some of the basics through our YouTube tutorials as well. Maybe spawn in on the casual server or solo mode to see if you can master these skills before you take to the skies in the training server, for example. It's all a learning curve, of course, if you're brand new, and it's a very fun learning curve as well. So, good luck, stick at it. Be proactive. I'm sure you'll become an Infinite Flight professional in no time. What trim are you going to use, Dan? It depends. We'll see how the aircraft feels on final. iPad cam, yes, we'll pop the iPad cam on once we are pretty much nearing landing. Manuel's planning to go to college for air traffic control. That's awesome. Good luck. Manuel, are you IFATC in Infinite Flight? If you are, I would recommend maybe applying for that as well. That may help you out. Okay, let's see here. Imagine the spammer winning the giveaway. Right, let's go ahead then and 2 miles until we need to descend. We've got no center frequency, so we'll leave it as it is. Let's go ahead and set up Nightbot here for a giveaway. We can roll that at some point soon. Let's log in here and get this up and running. The keyword for today, let's have a think here. I've got one, pretty easy. Caps lock on, it is indeed. Okay, right, cool. So if you would like a chance at winning a month of Infinite Flight Pro, all you have to do is type CRJ into the chat. Okay, if you want me to stop spamming, then stop appearing on my For You page. Infinite Flight's everywhere. What can I say? Yes, Nightbot is working. Yes, of course, like I was saying, if you'd like a chance at winning a month of Infinite Flight Pro, all you have to do is type CRJ into the chat. And you'll be entered into the giveaway. It's as easy as that. Nightbot draws the winner, so it's all automatic and nice and easy here, nice and fair. Of course, if you are entering this giveaway, please don't click off the stream. Stay tuned because you might win. If you're not here to claim the prize, we'll simply pass it on to somebody else. We'll just re-roll it. So good luck to everybody entering the giveaway. Again, that's a month of Infinite Flight Pro. One of the easiest giveaways to possibly enter. 34 entries so far. It's good to see. You just have to type it once. I guess if you really want to spam CRJ, there's no harm, right? But it's not going to do much. Type CRJ once, in capitals, or lowercase. I don't think it really matters. And you'll be entered into the giveaway. We're descending. Down we go to 21,000 feet. 190 nautical miles away from Madrid. Time to see if we crash on final into a field or something. I should be fine with this landing. We'll see. Let's see. 39 entries so far. See, there's 85 people watching though. Set 40% trim and use about 8-degree landing angle? Gonzo, that's a bit excessive, isn't it? 8 degrees on landing? Sounds about right since the CRJ is so long. We'll see. I don't really want to slam the nose down. Remembering that the CRJ, or its nose gear, is very small. So I don't really want to land with an attitude that's quite high. Saying that we have 21 minutes till we arrive. Again, looking at the stream time. Yes, we'll make it. It'll be around a 2-hour stream. Should be lovely. Lovely jubbly. If the nose gear slams into the ground. That's what I want to avoid, Infinite Flight Finland. I want to avoid the nose gear slamming into the ground. Aircraft 3 miles ahead. 516 knots. They're going faster. Gonzo's just ahead. That's fine. We'll stay at the current speed that we're... Actually, no, we'll slow down. Just a pinch here. 0.78. Let's gain some distance. A bit quicker. Okay. Again, last chance to enter this giveaway. We're giving away a month of Infinite Flight Pro. All you have to do is type CRJ into the chat. It's as easy as that. Got 39 entries here. Hey Dan, what's your favourite plane in real life? I have a few. I really hate this question because I like many planes. I'm an av geek. I like what flies, right? I think the 350's nice, the A380's nice. There are a lot of planes that are nice, and I can't just put my... I'm more of an Airbus person though. Definitely. Okay, 44 entries. We'll go ahead and roll it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner is Emmanuel. Emmanuel, congratulations on winning 1 month of Infinite Flight Pro. Enjoy it. Have fun. The next step will be to leave your community forum name in the chat. Alternatively, if you don't have a forum name, please leave your Instagram name, your Discord name. I'd say Discord name will be the second best option. If you do have a Discord account, the Discord name with the hashtag and number next to it. But congratulations on winning a month of Infinite Flight Pro. It's always a joy to do these giveaways, and hopefully you can make the most out of your month subscription. But yeah, the easiest way would be, of course, to leave your forum name so that we can get in touch with you on the forum once the stream ends. That'll be nice and easy. If not, alternatively, just leave your Discord name in the chat. We can get in touch over there. Give me a moment. No worries at all. Take your time. I've got the bot set up here so that all of the messages that you send in the chat are automatically picked out on my screen. So there we go. Grayson, welcome to Superfan. That's awesome to see. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member and, of course, supporting the AOPA Foundation's You Can Fly program. Enjoy your extra perks. What I will say to all channel members right now, usually we only do Superfan flights, right? Monthly private flights with our Superfans. This month and this month only, one-off, we're hosting a private member-only flight for all channel members. And if you are a channel member and you would like to find out the details about that, then head over to the community tab where you'll be able to see the community posts that are for members only. And you'll be able to see the posts over there. And of course, have a look at the flight information for our upcoming flight this week. Okay. Let's see here. Take a photo of your Discord name. I can't make it since flying that day. No worries at all, Chris. Emmanuel, of course, congratulations again on winning the giveaway. If you want to shoot me a message as well on Discords and beat me to it, then be my guest. Feel free to shoot me a message now or whenever you'd like to. I've now got your name, so I'll know it's you. But congrats. Stay in touch. I'll speak to you after the stream. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go set something else up. Whilst we're at it, get the channel members up ready for when we arrive at Madrid. Current level, captain and superfan. There we go. Okay, let's see if we have approach. No approach. I think we'll just continue as filed. I think we're landing on 3-2. Is it the 3-2s or 3-4? Let's have a look at our flight plan. 3-2 left. 3-2 left. It's ideal, especially where we need to park. Madrid approach is now online. That's great. Contact approach once we're within, of course, a certain distance of that frequency. Once we're in range. 3-2 left, yep. Grayson, thank you. Thank you for loving the app. Glad to hear that you're enjoying the experience. See you on the ground, Gonzo. We'll pop the hand cam back on soon. I'll get that set up in just a moment. Danny says the airport's busy. I'll have a look here on live flight whilst we're here. Yep. There's a lovely... Oh, wow, there's so many arrivals right now on this flight in particular going into... And even from other routes as well. That's insane to see. There's a lot of arrivals going into Madrid at the moment. Super busy airport. It's looking fantastic. That's what we love to see. Nice. We'll land in the HUD view today. Gonzo is 4 miles ahead, 380 knots. Let's start slowing down, then I can see that Gonzo's slowing down. So if we start to slow down as well, so that we, of course, don't close that gap between us. Laura is still spawned. Yeah, I think she is, yeah. Cash, welcome to Superfan. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. And of course, I won't repeat myself, but thank you for supporting the AOPA Foundation You Can Fly program. Enjoy your perks. Aviator Spencer, what's up? 17,000 feet. Same speed as Gonzo at the moment. Again, we're closing that gap. Let's slow down to 250. There's aircraft coming in from literally every direction right now. 𝗛𝗚𝗡𝗟, Noah, Finland. Busy airspace. Any tips on when to know how to descend? Yeah, use VNAV, vertical navigation. It'll descend for you to the set altitudes on your flight plan on the star. What's the route, Aviator Spencer? We're flying from Nice to Madrid today. Should be arriving within the next 20 minutes. The airport is just over there to the right. Not too long to go, of course, keeping the traffic on our left in mind. Don't want to fly into those. We do have approach now, a contact approach, and request the approach into Madrid for 32 left on the ILS. That way we can receive some vectors. It's looking like a busy airspace, so it'll be ideal if we, there we go, continuous file, expect the ILS approach 32 left, Adolfo Suarez. Okay, so we'll stick on the flight plan then. There's just planes all over the place at the moment. If you are flying around this particular bit of airspace and in front of flight at the moment, just caution, there's a lot of traffic. Don't want anybody to be getting violations here. Aviator Z is in the chat. Zach, what's up? Currently, just getting this camera set up here. Let me see. Okay, hand cam, looking good. Let's right.
Extra 609 is 27 nautical miles northwest of Sotos at 13,700 feet. Requesting visual approach runway 32 left at Adolfo. Do not exceed 230.
Yes, there we go. We can watch the landing from this view. Anyway, continuous filed. So let's see. Let's hop into the HUD view. Do you ever use APPR? I don't. No, I don't. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November, do not exceed 230 knots. Let's slow down then to 230, of course, monitoring the speed of the aircraft ahead, which is currently 286 ground speed with 304. We may have to slow down a bit more than ATC has instructed us to do so, otherwise we will just completely close the gap between us, which isn't ideal. I think we should be okay, actually. It looks like Gonzo's also flying at the same speed, so let's not worry at the moment. In fact, let's drop back slightly anyway. 3 nautical miles spacing is doable if the aircraft vacates the runway as you're on short final, but that's when you could run into some issues there, of course, with go-arounds and whatever. I would say, at the minimum, 4 nautical mile spacing on final is the sweet spot, really. Zach, it's Nice to Madrid today. Okay, so we also want seatbelts on, landing lights. Currently, what's going on here? Expect vectors for the ILS approach. 32 right. Okay, that's fine. A little bit of a longer taxi to parking. We can work around it.
Contacting Adolfo Suarez Tower on 120.65, Iberia 5071.
A lot of planes around us here at the moment. ATC doing an amazing job as always.
Descend and maintain 4,000. Comair 787 Heavy. Iberex per 609 is 28 nautical miles northwest of Sotos.
Oliver, what's up? Welcome back to the stream.
Requesting visual approach runway 32 right at Adolfo Suarez.
Yes, the giveaway has already gone ahead, Oliver. There's 10,000. The elevation of Madrid is actually quite a bit. Emmanuel won the giveaway. Let's see, this are no spoilers. 3 nautical miles of 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗘𝗥 still, they're going just a tad faster than us.
Reduce speed to 190 knots. Iberia 3065.
Center maintain 5,000 feet. Let's do exactly that. BNAV's coming off. Down to 5,000.
Sensor 205 heavy is 6 nautical miles south of Aachen at 12,200.
Then I've slowed to 210. Okay, roger that. I'll slow down to 200. I think, are you, 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗏, are you going in on 32 right as well?
Roger. Iberia 609. Delta 121. Request frequency change.
Where can I find this music playlist?
Madrid approach. Papa Hotel
You can't.
Alpha November Sierra.
To put it simply, it's a private playlist. We license the music that we use here, so yeah, it's not a public playlist. We're not using Spotify. So if you were to want stream music, I'd recommend Epidemic Sound. It's pretty good.
Descend and maintain 5,000. Iberia 2004.
– 3 miles from 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗏. 235. Slow down to 180. You haven't received vectors. Continuing as filed at the moment. I'm sure there's an aircraft just off to our left here somewhere. Right above us.
Iberia 3065 is 22 nautical miles northeast of Aachen.
Let's use some flaps.
Requesting radar vectors to Adolfo Suarez.
We're almost there. Let's click on the airport then. Not a user, the airport. Airports, runways 32 right, sorry, set nav 1. There's 5,000 feet then, leveling off at 180 knots. Good luck on the landing, thank you very much. We'll go sterile cockpit in a minute anyway, so that I can focus on this part. Hopefully we land smoothly. It would be nice to anyway. This plane's relatively difficult to fly. You have to sort of master the art of flying this aeroplane anyway. But we'll see. See if I can do it. We'll definitely walk away from the landing, but I can't promise that it's going to be a smooth one. Turn right, 290, maintain 5,000 to maintain 5,000 till established on the localizer, cleared. Right, okay. 290, which approach should I contact? Said Southwest 215. Listen to the ATIS. Listen to the ATIS, that'll tell you the approach frequency to contact from a certain direction, basically.
Contacting Madrid direct on 128.7. Papa Hotel Alpha November Sierra.
Okay then. We're ready to do this. aircraft 1,200 feet above to the right-hand side. Maybe making a right 360 or something by the looks of it. There we go then. Turning towards the runway. Just going to fly it manually, so that I have full control over the aircraft. Not that good with this plane, so.
Contacting Madrid direct on 128.7, Shamrock 102.
Stay at 180 for now. IF Verona in front of us is 5 nautical miles ahead, or 32 right, so we're all good.
Contacting Madrid direct on 128.7, Golf Sierra Whiskey Alpha Alpha.
Very shallow bank to the right, runway in sight. Pappies are currently red, we'll change that in just a moment. The weather for this flight has been lovely. Couldn't have been any better, unless something happens last minute, but it's been great so far. There we go then, flying directly towards the runway, over to tower on 120.65. Send and switch. And call inbound landing on the ILS 32 right. Speed brakes medium. Landing clearance. There we go, number 3, clear to land.
Number 3, runway 32 right, clear to land.
Slow down to 160, flaps 20. Time to concentrate. Okay, there are the Pappies. Disconnect the autopilot shortly. There it goes. Autopilot disengaged, flying manually now towards the runway.
Contact Madrid approach on 127.5.
Contacting Madrid approach on 127.5.
Looking good.
Iberia 679 heavy.
Flaps 30.
Hotel Foxtrot India November. Exit runway when able and contact ground.
Let's start slowing down to our landing speed.
Adolfo Suarez Tower. Sensa 205 heavy is 15 nautical miles.
Change
to the
this to
southeast
that.
of
So we're
4,000
currently.
Inbound for landing with
Okay, it's
information
not.
Foxtrot. Requesting runway 32 left. Sensa 205 heavy. Number 2. Runway 32
Oh, let's
left.
concentrate here.
Clear to land. Number 2. Clear to land. Runway 32 left. Sensa 205 heavy. KLM 69.
I'll drop the gear now. Full flaps.
KLM 69.
40% trim.
Change approved. Good day. Frequency change approved. KLM 69. Good day. Turkish 1859. Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite.
Right.
Traffic on final.
Try and keep it as it is.
Turkish 1859.
This seems to be doing an alright job with this trim, this speed. I am so hungry. That was random. The weather though is lovely. Ideal for such an aircraft.
Delta 641 Hotel Alpha. Go around. Make left traffic runway 32 left.
Let's keep it as it is at the moment. That's a stable approach. Airport is very busy right now.
Miles to the southeast at 4,400 feet. Inbound for landing with information Foxtrot. Requesting runway 32 left. Going round, Delta 641 Hotel Alpha.
Air Nostrum 240. When able, turn left and contact
There we go.
ground. Please
We'll commit to
expedite.
it. There's no aircraft on the runway.
Iberia 679 heavy.
1 knot of
Number
wind.
2, runway 32 left. clear to land.
Number 2, clear to land. Runway 32 left, Iberia 679 heavy. Adolfo Suarez Tower, Swiss 712. Ready for departure at runway 36 right. Departing north.
Delta 641 Hotel Alpha. Contact Madrid approach on 127.5.
Contacting Madrid approach on 127.5.
Almost there.
Delta 641 Hotel Alpha.
Swiss 712. Runway 36 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. Runway 36 right. Swiss 712.
400, 300, 200.
There we go.
$100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Not bad. Bit of a floater, harsh on the flare. But we're down.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Nice.
When able, turn left.
Not bad.
Contact
When you fly
Flight
big
Contact
planes, you sort of forget that these planes are so low to the ground, so when you flare at a certain altitude, you sort of float it out a bit. That's a bad habit that I usually get myself into, but let's vacate to the left. Not bad. Pretty nice landing, I must say.
Delta Alpha November. Thank you. Good day.
Watch that back in the replay. Hey! I'm only one knot over, calm down. There we go. Right. Strobes, landing lights, flaps coming up,
Contact ground on the taxiway.
and trim to neutral.
Frequency change approved. Good day.
Over to ground, request taxi to parking.
Adolfo Suarez.
Nice. There's nothing better than ending a flight with a nice landing.
Adolfo Suarez ground. Yankee Alpha Tango Whiskey Alpha Heavy. Request taxi to parking.
Yeah, we have quite a long taxi to parking, Infinite Flight Finland. That's where we originally planned to land on 32 left. We're going to have to just take the long route around now, unfortunately, but oh well. Have you added me on Discord, Dan? Emmanuel, not quite. I'm still streaming at the moment. Taxi to parking at your discretion. Okay, awesome. I think we need to cross one runway. Maybe not, I'm not too sure. I'm not too familiar with the layout of this airport. We'll turn left here. This plane is tiny.
Taxi into parking. Sensor 205 Heavy. Adolfo Suarez ground. Iberia 6117. Ready to taxi with information Foxtrot.
Gonzo is coming in on 3-2 right. Gonzo, did you have to do a go around?
Tango Whiskey Alpha Heavy. Adolfo Suarez ground. Turkish 1860. Ready to taxi.
That was actually kind of a scary landing because I'm not too sure if you heard, but the GPWS callouts were fast. They were coming in quick. They were coming in really, really quick. Like 50, 40, 30, 20. I was like, pull up. But it was okay. We made it. We're alive. No, I got vectored. Okay, I see. All right.
Taxi into parking. Iberia 19.
Yeah, nice tour of Madrid Airport. There we go. Iberia 350 to our right. They vectored me to make room for you. That's so funny. ATC doing a great job as always. Shout out to all of the controllers that have controlled during this stream. Attention aircraft, attitude information Golf is now current. I'm not sure. We'll follow the A350. Who's controlling now? Captain Dreamliner, thank you for your service here on ground at Madrid. Not too sure who is controlling the other frequencies. We'll have a look soon. But let's make this turn first. Is Laura still there? She may still be here, but this is a public build, So if Laura is currently sitting in the E175, you won't see her aircraft, unfortunately. Okay, let's have a look. Give a shout out to the controllers at this airport. Captain Dreamliner on the ATIS, Rohan on tower, Captain Dreamliner on ground, approach on 127.50 is Ray Wang, and Tim on approach on 128.70. Dan getting vectored straight in as if he's the president. This isn't the casual server, no. Do we have to cross a runway? No, we don't. Okay, that's nice. That's lovely and convenient. We should actually turn right on that taxiway. We'll turn right here. We need to overtake this 350. Let's turn right here. Oh no, Dan is entering a a taxiway race. Yes, we are indeed. You ready for it? Go! No, that's not. It's fine. We need to taxi to a different area, which that 350 is going to anyway, I believe, so. Speed up the process. I want to look at that landing more than anything. Like I said, it's quite a long taxi to parking. Yeah, as mentioned, there goes a 350. Right hand turn. Turn right here. Slow down so we don't crash. Go through the grass. I never usually fly the CRJ. It's actually kind of fun to fly this plane. I think I'm more of a wide-body sort of person. I like to fly the 777 and the 350, for example. Let's see, let's zoom out, have a look at the taxiway layout here. We'll continue straight ahead and make a left turn, taxi down towards our parking spot. Ground is offline.
Iberia 065. Iberia 065. Expect progressive taxi instructions.
Okay, looks like we've got 330 following us here. Ground's active, looks like a controller change. Okay, the last left that we can possibly take on this taxiway, right.
Taxi into parking. Delta 910 Victor Alpha. Adolfo Suarez ground. Lufthansa 455 Super. Ready for
Left here.
with information ball. Adolfo Suarez ground. Iberia 306.
Drifting it around the corner. Busy the airport right now. Busy airspace, busy place in general.
Taxi into parking. Iberia 3065.
Emmanuel likes the taxiing. It's entertaining, apparently. You think? I don't think so. It's quite a long taxi. Look at the size of us compared to the 747. Is Laura still here? I don't think she is. Oh, yeah, she is. Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, and with that being said, we shall park on the left. Turn off engine 1. And make a left-hand turn. Head is going nuts.
Request taxi to parking.
Iberia 2004. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Taxi into parking. Iberia 2004.
There we go. That'll do this. Go ahead and turn off. the big wide bodies are struggling to come down here because this area isn't built for those aircraft with wingspan that big. Anyway, let's turn off the other engine then, engine 2. I just parked with one hand. That was kind of skillful. Then we'll take a look at that landing real quick, and then we'll wrap things up. Again, there's a good estimate on the stream time, around 2 hour stream today. Let's go ahead and have a look at the XP. See how much we earn on this flight. Let's have a quick look here, cheeky look. 1,022, not too bad. Okay, right, let's see what I can do here. Right, see you soon, bye. There we go. Okay, right, let's watch that landing. Let's see, moment of truth. We know that it was a bit of a floater. There was a bit of a floaty landing. Yeah, COVID after you met us at Heathrow. I'm sorry to hear that, the frequent flyer. Hopefully you can recover from that soon.
Cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. Runway 3 stop.
So, can you hear the call-outs? Does it say them in the replay? No. Oh, damn it. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, look. Ooh, holding it off. See. Yeah, not bad. There we go. Settled it down quite nicely. I tried to hold off the nose wheel, which looks like we broke there. Where's the tower? Let's have a look around. We are over here. Right, let's give a shout out to our Captain and Super fans here on the channel. Shout out to Grayson, Jinko, Thawing Aviation, Drav, Chris Wing, Adam, Nick Masterson, Tyler Flake, Grab, Captain Sky Marshal, Dark Serpent Gaming, Gonzo, Terrell Martin, Aviator Griff, Eli, Butter Zero, Josh K, Golf Hotel, Alpha Zulu Bravo, that one gets me every single time, Simon Webber, and Crazy B. There goes the landing again. Nice, not too bad. Anyway, thank you for watching another stream. It's been my pleasure to entertain you again. Of course, happy flying. Enjoy the virtual skies of infinite flight. We'll see you in the next stream. As always, keep the dirty side down.
Contact ground on the taxiway.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. See you in the next one. Ciao.